Hey y'all, I am in beautiful Branson, Missouri today in my local flavor kitchen, and today I am going to make you a filet mignon, or as I've heard country folks say, bring me one of them filet mignons. So I'm going to show you how I would do it. Yesterday, my food guy Eddie, that's what I call him, my food guy, he came in. He is my sales rep for where we get most of our food from, which is Cisco, and they are so good to me. Anyway, when he came in, he brought a protein guy. So, gosh, I can't remember his name. The protein guy. Well, anyway, the protein guy was so nice, and he brought me some filet mignon. And I'm going to cook one for you. So this is how I'm going to cook it. You can cook it how you want to, but I think that I'm going to give this a try, and we'll see how it turns out, okay? Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I have had my steak setting out so that it can get room temperature. And I set my oven at 350 degrees. So I've got that set, and then I'm letting this get to room temperature. It's been sitting out for a little bit. But I'm going to make a rub for my steak. So I'm going to start off with some salt and pepper. Let me grab a spoon. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to do about a tablespoon of salt, half a tablespoon of pepper. I'm going to do some of this garlic, butter, herb stuff. And I'm going to just put about I'm going to do about a tablespoon. Let's do, yeah, about a tablespoon. You can do whatever you want, but this is what I'm going to do, what I thought would sound good. And of course, I'm going to do some Tony's. I love Tony's. Do about a teaspoon of Tony's. And then I'm going to do a little bit of smoked paprika. Do about a teaspoon. Ooh, oh, I guess I should open it first. All right, so at church Sunday, the preacher was talking about how you should try to always go and, even if you can open something, every now and then, you should take it to your husband and ask him to open it, even if you can open it, and make him feel strong and mighty sometimes. But Greg's not here, so I had to go ahead and open that, but it was a little tough. So I'm going to do about a half a tablespoon of the smoked paprika. All right. And then I'm just going to mix this together really good and just make a little rub for my steak. Oh, it smells so good. But you can do whatever. They have steak seasoning that you can buy that's already mixed up. These are just some things that sounded good to me. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to get this fire going, and I'm going to get my pan super hot. And I'm going to use a cast iron skillet and a little bit of canola oil. So you can do canola or avocado oil, something that will do good with high heat, because you're going to get this pan super hot. Not a lot of oil, just kind of cover the bottom there, because all we're going to do is put a crust on this steak, okay? So on both sides. All right, so I'm going to get this going and get it really hot. And while my pan is getting hot, I'm going to take my steak, let me get it where you can see there, and we're just going to do a rub on it. Got that all mixed up, and we're just going to do this rub right on top and pat it in there really good. One side is going to be super crusty, and then the other side not so much. So I'm just going to kind of make a little bit of a crust on that, just like that. And then let that soak into there. Let it set for a little bit. And then once I get it in the pan, in the oil, then when I flip it over, I'll just season the other side of it, okay? So I'm just going to let that set for a little bit. Woo-wee, this is hot. You can feel the heat on it. So you want it super hot. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it, this seasoned side down, okay? Right into the hot oil, just like this. Just like that. And then I'm going to season the top lightly, just like that. And then I'm just going to leave it alone. Don't touch it, don't move it. We're going to do that for about 2.5 minutes and let it cook really good and get a good crust on it, okay? Okay, it's been about 2.5 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over on the other side. Oh my goodness, look at that crust on there. That is beautiful. Okay, same thing. We're going to let this cook for another 2 minutes on this side, just like that, okay? Okay, 2 minutes on that side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of butter in my pan, like that. And it is going to start just gonna start melting. Gonna get your butter good and melted in there. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna start basting this steak. Just like this. This is how my grandma, when she fried our eggs, she would baste our fried eggs with her oil. She never flipped them. She just basted them over the top until they were just how she wanted them. It reminds me of her doing the eggs like that. So I'm just going to sit here and baste that with all of those seasonings. And so what you can also do is you could get some like fresh rosemary or thyme or something and put those in here with it, which would probably be great, but I'm not going to do that because I didn't have time to go to the store and get any of that stuff. So we're just going to baste it for just a little bit, just like that. And then we are going to get a cookie sheet and a little rack and put it on there. I'm turning my fire off. Okay, so I have this little rack here, this little, whatever this is. I don't even know what to call it. A rack. It's a rack on my cookie sheet. And then I'm just going to take my steak now and I'm going to lift it up and put it right on top of this rack. So you can do more. I'm just doing one because it's just me tonight. So I'm going to do this. Pop it in a 350-degree oven for 10 minutes. Okay? Okay, so while our steak is cooking, I'm going to take this leftover oil and butter and I'm going to make a little sauce to put over our steak. So you're just going to do, I don't know, 3 or 4 tablespoons, probably more than 3 or 4, probably 5 tablespoons, 2 big spoonfuls of flour to put right in here. And then you're just going to make like a little roux, just like that. This is going to have all your seasonings in it, a little bit of butter, a little bit of oil. And then I'm going to use some heavy cream. You can use milk if you don't have heavy cream. And then I'm just going to slowly start pouring this in here. Just make me a little sauce to pour over the top of the steak. Which would probably be better if we had a bunch of steaks that we were cooking, not just one. I'm going to put this whole thing in here. Just like that. And then I had a little bit of cheese in the refrigerator, some Parmesan, so I'm just going to throw these Parmesan flakes in there and make it kind of creamy, cheesy, Parmesan-y. Creamy, cheesy Parmesan-y. Just like that. Let's just do the whole rest of that. Okay, we're just going to let that cheese melt and get us a sauce going here. Okay, I got my sauce all done, and then this has been in for 10 minutes. So I'm just going to let this rest for about 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to let it rest. That's very important that you let it rest. That's what Bobby Flay says anyway. Do y'all know how hard it is to sit and watch a steak rest? It's so hard. I want to cut into it so bad. So it's about time. We're going to give it a try and see how this all turned out. And I hope that it turned out good. Here we go. Let's see how she looks. Listen, that is perfect for me. Not for Greg, not for a lot of people, I'm sure, but this is exactly how I like my steak. Exactly. Oh my gosh. It is absolutely perfect. So if you want your steak a little bit more done, then you can cook it a little bit longer on the 350. I would say maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Holy moly, that is absolutely gorgeous. And I've got my little sauce here that I'm gonna just put on the side as a little dipping option. And you don't have to make this sauce, it's just something I thought of at the last minute. But oh my goodness, oh, that is so beautiful. Okay, now for the moment of truth. I'm just gonna dip it in my sauce just a little bit there. That is absolutely delicious. So good. What in the Iron Chef is going on? Holy moly. That's good. I'm so excited about this. Go make some.